Hello, fellow explorers. This week we're going to explore seeds. And at first I want to talk about what are seeds. What are we talking about when we talk about seeds? Where do we find seeds? What kind of plants have seeds? Well, there are some plants that do not have seeds. And I'm talking specifically about ferns and mosses and lichens. They do not have seeds. They instead have spores. Yeah, so you either have plants that have seeds or you have plants that have spores. So ferns have spores, so we won't be looking at ferns and mosses today. But we're going to look at all the other plants that have seeds. Now, some of those plants will have their seeds in a fruit, and some of them will have their seeds in cones. So, if plants have seeds, they're either in cones or they are in flowers. So, let's see if we can find 10 different kinds of seeds. Now, some of the seeds may already have fallen, may already have taken off by the birds, but let's find seeds. And of course, we'll find seeds either in cones or in flowers, either we find the seeds in cones or we find them in fruits. Okay. Let's see how many we can find. Okay, so this is a pine cone, and I'm going to see if any seeds come out. So I'm hitting it against a tree, and I think all the seeds already have come out. Now this is a young pine tree. It doesn't have any fruit on it, or it doesn't have any cones on it, I should say. Because the pine tree doesn't have fruit, it has cones instead. Well, this young pine tree came from a seed. So the seed fell on the ground and it germinated and it became this pine tree. This is a beech tree. Oh, something's walking in the forest. Who's walking in the forest? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Hey! Hey, Maddox, how are you? Okay, so that was Maddox. So this is a beech tree, and the beech tree, I looked up and down the beech tree, and it does not have any fruits hanging off of it. So this tree has no fruit on it. Maybe this is the wrong time of the year, I think. Okay, I found this witch hazel, and I see some fruit. You can see them. It's not, there we go. I see some fruit of the witch hazel. I'm going to check to see if there's any seeds inside. So I'm going to take one of these fruits and I'm going to see if any of the seeds come out. Yeah. I see some tiny seeds coming out. I don't know if you can see them. Just a few of them. Let's see if I can find some more. Okay, will this plant have some seeds? Well, if you listen carefully, you know that moss doesn't have seeds, but what? Mosses have spores, right? Ferns have spores and mosses have spores. And so this moss does not have any seeds. Hey, is that seed? Are those seeds? Oh no, I think this is deer droppings. And talking about deer, check out this picture here. My son-in-law, Ben, he hunted for deer last week. And he used a crossbow to shoot this deer. And he cooked it up up and ate it, and it was very nice to eat meat from our own forest. Is that a seed? No, I think that is a puffball. What is inside? Let me check. Oh no, it's all empty inside. That probably was a gall from a wasp or something like that. Oh, what a beautiful day. Look at this, look at the sun and the blue sky. It's beautiful here. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. So I see many oak leaves laying on the ground. So I figured that we probably would have some acorns on the ground too, because an acorn is the fruit of an oak tree. But I don't see any acorns. It does happen that some years a certain kind of tree, like an oak tree, will have lots of acorns, and other years it will only have a few acorns. So maybe this is just one of those years where the oak trees don't have many acorns. That could be. Trees go through cycles where some years are better than others if you're looking for seeds. Well, let's keep looking. Okay, so these are the seeds of an aster, and you can see all the fluff. Okay, and then right at the bottom is that the brown thing there, and that is the seed. And the parachute, okay, all that fluff is like the parachute that allows the seed to travel. So generally speaking, God made these seeds so that they would travel and able to inhabit other areas far away from the mother plant. So seeds are little capsules with a ton of information. It has all the information in it that allows a whole new tree or plant to be made. Okay, so in a tiny seed is all the information that is needed to grow another aster. That was the last plant that we saw. Okay, so to make a whole new plant, all the information that is in the seed is enough to make a new plant. So it's amazing how sometimes really tiny seeds have so much information in it. And sometimes these seeds, they do not right away start growing as soon as they hit the ground. Especially here in Canada, that would not be good. If seeds were to start growing right away, as soon as it hits the ground, then they would, they would start growing, but then the frost, a heavy frost would right away come, and they would not be able to survive this heavy frost. And they would die right away. So some of the seeds have built in it the ability to only sprout after a cold period. So some seeds, they need a cold period before they actually will germinate. Other seeds, they need a cold, a warm or a wet period. And then after that they will germinate. Okay, so each seed has different requirements for what it needs in order to germinate. And it's a very complicated process, but it allows the seed to grow in certain conditions and also allows them to grow in Canada. And I'm glad there's lots of plants in Canada. Okay, so these are the seeds of a goldenrod. Again, they have a lot of fluff so that they can fly away in the wind and establish themselves somewhere else. Oh, watch them coming off if I go like this. Okay, they're all starting to move around. Look at them all. Look at them all coming off. And what do we have here? Is this a seed? Actually, it is not a seed, but it is a berry. And there's a seed inside the berry. If you open this up, you'll see the seed. Okay, I'm opening it up right now. And okay, there's like a couple of seeds in there. Look at them all. 1, 2, about, okay, 2. Okay, I feel there are 2 seeds in here. Ew, it's yucky and grimy. I better clean my fingers off. Remember that just because a berry looks nice doesn't mean it tastes nice, okay? So don't eat berries in the wild. You'll have to find out first a little bit more information about it. And because some of those berries can be poisonous, okay? So I'm going to clean my fingers off good. So I'm very curious to see how many seeds can you find. If you look in your neighborhood, in your area where you're living, and you look at plants, you look at trees or evergreens with cones, how many different kinds of seeds can you find? And if you find, when you find a seed, I want you to write down what kind of seed you think it is. And not just a berry. I don't write down, oh, I think it's a berry. Try to find out what kind of a berry it is, if you can. And if you don't know for sure, you can always maybe take an example home, and then show us on the video on Thursday, and then we can see if we can figure out what it is. Yeah, I'm going to show you one more, and this is a very common one that a lot of people have seen. And especially this time of the year, there's still lots of them around. Check this out. Okay, so this is Queen Anne's lace. And as you can see, inside, lots of seeds. Lots of seeds. And because there's so many seeds, that's probably why there are so many Queen Anne's lace all over the place. This whole field is full with Queen Anne's lace. Crazy, isn't it? Ooh, I think this one also is loaded with seeds. Oh, look at them all. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh, look at all the seeds. Oh, wow. Wow, look at all the seeds. Ooh. Whoa, it's like smoke. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This is fun. Gazillions of seeds. Oh, wow. Look at all these seeds on the ground coming from just one cigar plant.